in the winter transfer window was Juve who said the league in this economy ya Champions League ni yenkobi. Losing the Champions League alone, Clementino, it worsen your financial situation. Then let's spend on Dusan Vlahovic from Fiorentina 75 million euros. Yankoni yanko fanembra. Oba and about 2 games. One in the Coppa Italia, one in the league. Washi 2 goals. And to make us a goal scoring there, he's giving them goals. It's China against Atalanta. Our games now kwa koba. Tino. Often say a title game. China soon the real test the Juventus say the business on we our winter transfer window no. A bit me compete for top 4 spot in the Italian Serie A now. Because they will be meeting an Atalanta sider. So machine is so na ye adwuma. It's always difficult to play against them. Enye me nwanwa say be Atalanta ni Juve yempo nyame yard mo cha no. Na ye di 2-2. And if the Jewish Sports Stadium in Bergamo and the day ever. Quick one on the Premier League. Like it to hear Southampton and Manchester United game no. But because of time, number say me busa na dey be. Manchester United with Ronaldo leading the attack. Any Manchester United with Edison Cavani leading the attack. Then as Akito open.
Cavani hasn't been convincing, honestly. Onyan convincing.
Sir.
At least Ronaldo emo goes on kakra. But Cavani looks like no.
Money Burnley game ni pa.
Yeah, me pa.
The 2 halves of the game, the first half and the second half. Then on Manchester United, they more threatening and dangerous.
Oh, United were more threatening in the first half. United threatened more.
And I must say, Sancho who won the best game against Burnley.
Yes.
Especially in the first half.
Yes.
And once Akito do akohe goals nkwa. The movement of Edison Cavani a big weapon to Manchester United team no. To get the best out of Rashford and Jadon Sancho no. Manchester United will always need Edison Cavani because on will create space mass our players no. If they see these 2 players as Manchester United or when they will do the project Manchester United then they should find a style to suit them. And may assure say as I'm making ABA Manchester supporters be now but in the game against Atalanta and found ABA Ronaldo will start, Cavani will start, they can make their judgment. But me who say a close game. I remember ABA United 2-1 over that game. Definitely Tino Norwich in Manchester City there. And said a difficult game. Until I remember Manchester City a win against Norwich. Tottenham Sobo against Wolves. Conte Elusu. The first home game in the Premier League. That was on Wednesday against Club FM Southampton. I'm not sure Conte will go 2 defeats on the row. Until I remember Tottenham so a 3-1 over Wolves over that game. Newcastle near Aston Villa game back also so by FN. Here is Newcastle victory no munya against Everton any fluker. But the introduction of Kieran Trippier in the free kick no say Newcastle so finding another way of scoring with a player you good at set piece in Kieran Trippier turn from Atletico Madrid. Until over the weekend no, we have nice games in Europe. Just sit back, watch and enjoy European football.
Me da say striker Obojibo. Kovi.
Tino.
Wako there.
Rather dum bia wako.
Vlahovic no ye djuma.
Ave no agene dia na ave no ahwe. Ti before say be san na unya hwe.
Na akra but say machine to was having here pa.
Say me catch say offer Europe top talent na mo number 9 the French center forward play no. He is only second to Erling Haaland. Okay. Omo mo number 9. Young talents under the age of 22, 23. He's only second to Erling Haaland of Borussia Dortmund. Asa. And it's all far in terms of numbers per the last 2-3 seasons. And no other better third. Obefa branch friends Erling Haaland no afa. Kylian Mbappe no their branch friends Dusan Vlahovic Vlaho na Odenaba. Na Clementino untimi nya any better start than the Dusan Edema Juventus no. The first game he played well, teamed up well and scored a decisive goal for Juventus. The last Coppa Italia quarter final Juve's our boy, he scored the winner. I mean, Ebiabe fancy deflections, I'll go no born beating their atoso. It's not about the goal no kwa was saying no. But once then I sign in on because in Hana bar for and farmers or mobile. Baba okay pa. Bonus obetimi de go na to. Unse me ka say physically he is built. So far brand here all 21 years, all by no 20. Then they completing the day now. So day now officially announce here na enonya ne 22nd birthday in Udi ne fefefe. He is built on a giant. Na oyusu ne strength no to the greatest of onone advantage. And to Ohebe be pick a ball now. He always bullies defenders. Or the na who dey see defenders all the time. And tanya say be an masters na pie na manage ho. But the masters na pie no or the CC defenders. Or the year juma. This is Dusan Vlahovic. And to Obaya no will run to the team so smoothly. And speaking for Juventus, and extremely difficult that this boy will struggle at JJ Juventus Arena. And then pass Dusan, a bear flop because Juventus at 75 million euros in a winter transfer the best in the Italian Serie A. Say you will win them, no be a breaking our record and it's 75 million euros. Of course, in Italy, record signing be away to the Juventus, record signing be the all-time record signing 100 million euros. A Juventus need to a Peque Ronaldo from Real Madrid. The late 75. Gonzalo Higuain 94. So the best transfer deals in Italy a Juventus ne. But in winter there, any entire transfers no. But this time around, Juventus decided to spend 75 million euros on Dusan Vlahovic.
Fire Syrian Prekwana entities na
Clementino. Say na boy we signing no. Eyama Serie A no bafo ye bi Serie A nim. Eyama who said Juventus were fighting for top 4. At the moment, that is the position of Juve. We are still fighting for the top 4. But this weekend's fixture, Juventus will go against Atalanta. And this game now, between Napoli and Inter. The results a every sell 2 games with him. No, a bet me Juventus are fighting for the Scudetto. Clementino Tini. Juventus elbow against Atalanta. Say Juve 8 minutes win against Atalanta. They now widen the gap between Onone Atalanta because 2 points. Juve at the 4th, Atalanta the 5th. The points gap separating the 4th and the 5th in 2 points per between Juve or that 4th and Atalanta or that 5th. But between Juve and the other top no 8 points. And that is Inter Milan. Say Inter now lose this particular game. Na Juventus wenia the points gap between them about 5. The very moment as our points gap no ebe reduce to 5 points. Clementino, Juventus are contenders for the Serie A. Saro motie. Eti matume boss ahwe si bia fixtures na tie na what Juventus are supposed to do, and that's what they will go all out for the 3 points even though it's a difficult game. But Clementino Dusan Vlahovic last season was 21 goals in the Italian Serie A. Oba Juve no was 17 goals. The first game was 18 goals in the Italian Serie A. Ade na Juventus Messi center forward obetimi guarantee Juventus goals. And they have that 10 in Dusan Vlahovic. And Inter Milan Edin Dzeko. Atalanta Duvan Zapata. Then Roma Krana Monshada inconsistency bebrebe no Oma Etami Abraham. Okay? Good. Milan MIN Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And then even Olivier Giroud scores. It is all far top teams that are fighting for the top 4. Napoli MI Vito Osimhen. Na Juventus misses something key because now Alvaro Morata and Moiskin ain't member. So offer defense, Juventus are one of the best teams when it comes to defense. They are only second to Inter Milan if their records are clear. So in terms of defense, Juventus are not bad. But in terms of goal scoring, Juventus were missing something great. And Makofa Abrante friend said Dusan Vlahovic, a pair Alvaro Morata, and Paulo Dybala. Now the money great the Juventus and so watch Morata. 2 games in our ball alongside Dusan Vlahovic, and he's having a good game. The reason is very simple. Morata, no, he's not an arrow man. Omo lead team attack now, Jai, so on number 9. And Alvaro Morata is supposed to get you goals, no. Morata onyade, Ujana Sadin, Otimine. his best season in his entire career 2 seasons obedi Juventus and San Jose call Real Madrid. That season no obo the Juventus go Champions League final in 2015 no obo alongside Carlos Tevez. So he was a second striker to Tevez. Now onye the main man. And he played very well. This time Juventus also being a second striker to Dusan Vlahovic. He's more of a compliment than the team responsibilities in a scene so and Fama Juve. So the trio, Dybala, Vlahovic, Morata, Clementino, this is an attacker. Defenders in Serie A will struggle to stop them. Nenene, Omode Ko Begamo. This is the red test for Juventus. Clementino, my Atalanta team no more decline, almost struggle. Meaning why they decided to sell Gosens in the winter transfer. He is their best left wing back. And Makase teams say are bought treba system now. They are more money etimi every payo. The wing backs, the right wing back, the left wing back. And no decided so mama Gosens ako. Team na I depleted kakra. The last game no mo boy no. Abrante Francis Zapata so peke knock. Enye likely so betimi abo. And it is a place we say mu nyina ani ho. Na Juventus enya the full strength na. Clementino, the words for Juventus ebe a drawn game against Atalanta. I'll go in for a 2-1 victory for team friends Juve against Atalanta. Game where they fed for the goals. Inter and Napoli. Difficult to pick who is favorite because of omo tempo na two teams in a bono. So 2-2 drawn game ba and shadanye mo. 2-2 drawn game between Inter and team friends Napoli. Manchester United asamna reho kakra. Tino. So unsanka spreadsism there yeah hananka yibiemu kano the way ye kano to say the David DJ kano no element of spreadsism enka aha Africa pa but the DJ say ohwesi bia no man si bi ka ko ne dia se ohwe interview ni ya o kasa na so osre kakra ase o kan wie no osre wa chiri kakra ente bia betimi akase o kano say agro kakra bet the reality is that and the Manchester United, they don't know what is happening to them. Omunim die to mo kasa club no omunim how to change the situation, how to remedy no manner air course no. And to David Jesse, it seems the team is scared. Why? Because you are talking about a team at Clementino. At some point in time, we felt Manchester United were going to compete at all fronts. Premier League, FA Cup, Champions League. And what are they fighting for? They are fighting for top 4. The ambition to fight for Champions League, the ambition to fight for Premier League. A free idea no, how to get into the top 4. Today, Manchester United will celebrate top 4. Instead of my winning Champions League. That is the reality. So, Obati goalkeeper say, why? Or say, probably the club is being cursed by someone. Manchester United and Dabre Yabo Mudia. Se bon de beto so a. Dabre se Yabo Mudia. Because Clementino say, oh kwa kon ye be start season. Now we know Ronaldo. Ebeka Cavani ho. Now to Jadon Sancho. Now Rashford. Oh Pogba. Oh Bruno Fernandes. Now here now defense no need leader. Now Kofa Rafael Varane eba. It means that the ambition and the target of the club no ebesesa from top 4 to Champions League Ultimate and to Premier League Ultimate. And then United are not fighting for this two. Above Abedru, how can they get that last lot over Tottenham Hotspur, Arsenal, and West Ham United? I think someone has put a curse on us or something. This is David.
Then man casa.
Say proud to Southampton game no. Did come on kakra.
Not a share any year. Yes, or can say, hey, but what games now at recent United Obodrono. So it's okay, Nibia. Like the Okan, one house BJD. United A behind in football. But one on internet in my yeah, now, last game, yeah, Manchester 1-1. You have to say first goal, Kofi. Chances
upon chances. Nina.
I'm going to go near Batina 1-1.
The Chino did away to ya.
So, also, Nindia for some maybe.
Auntie, maybe I tried the other and a dashi. David DJ. Or see, he doesn't know. It seems as I think someone has put a curse on us or something. We no kakra. Asamne nyareho. Now can Manchester United be cursed in a team that features Ronaldo, Rafael Varane, Paul Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, David Gia na ankasa. O for Manchester United, see, asamna wakana, ne tenyina na say. Manchester United for omu hu do munye biu. And I want to add na say.
Adam se jibo na wona na wo ka say ase. Omuntias onkomhyehyem free baby no no mumpeso mumbetiase na.
So omo no.
Na anya sa na
no. At the moment no. They want an instant fix, like somebody to get them something quickly.
Very good.
Normally, teams are no much project. They wouldn't target Ronaldo. Okay.
Yeah.
They wouldn't target Edison Cavani. The very moment they brought in
Ronaldo to Man City, young Pep,
he has a system in place. How did he say he's okay?
Yes.
Benetton said, Timo Beko Rafael Varane haba. Obekwa kofa Ronaldo aba. Obefa Edison Cavani. These are proven winners. They have achieved a lot in their career. But if they decided to it means that these players should come and give them instant results. And to Manchester United, they are not just ready for some long-term project. They want to compete today. And Emfa. And the United, the boss Adamson, it's a big game. It's a difficult game. Sadanti ya come once me. O mena call Tottenham Stadium. E kwa Spurs 3-2. Na sa game no Clementino na necessary. Omobo game no Antonio Conte share second game no. Born again so or picture na Conte share second goal no. No den sa kire Sadanti for mpanifo no so sa catch rom say he is Antonio Conte. And Sadanti for better on share 3-2. Na so share the body language, the facial expression of Conte. At the time of sharing the second goal, at the time of conceding third goal, no one said this is Southampton. Well, pros mobeba, they're good passers of the ball. At any position, be locate a player. And we are talking about Manchester United defense, and at any point in time, be at me ballroom. And because of one player, your friend Harry Maguire, he's always a disaster with Manchester United. And to United, and there's some more Bob on us, Manchester 2-3 goals in the first half. Now your motion why? Because at any point in time, bet me I concede because of the captain of the team, Harry Maguire. Clementino had done so United win. But let me try and give them some slim 2-1 victory. But I game we say 2-2, 1-1 be Old Trafford and Shadanya 1-1 be. My main fancy because of time. The only thing is that many hopes or Barcelona team name. Many hopes will move power. Omofa a yintoso. Adama Traore and so before so free Barcelona and Urbano. This is the transformation of Adama Traore. Okay, so we were La Masia product or Barcelona na Ankasaba and Wakon was answered Abba. Now before so all free Hono and it's Urbano, and then he has developed in virtually every aspect. Nebona Ankasa evolve. And then Nini na Ankasana has been transformed. Adama Traore. Eti the left side you know so
Jamie on.
There was one Jamie. Ono Ankasa one Jamie. Or say a genetic like genetically that is how my family needs here.
Ah, okay.
And I tell say a no cry omo mehu one ne family picture bi. Ne maame bulky, ne father ne brothers no they are all bulky. Almost so sa. Also ono Ankasa so one Jamie. But this is Adama before moving out of Barcelona. And at the right side, Adama coming back. Now, Clementino. Adama Traore at Barcelona. That first game that I watched, Sasana Adama bet Traswa Bobo on there. And it seems the system suits him so well. Barcelona. We know some Barcelona for Neka. Almost Remon oil. What you say? So I'm the oil and so better as well. Oil now strano wolves no. Almost is our oil no more fans strano basa because almost in the first game no boy and one stra oil. And it was so devastating. Oje boy na omomo wet. And you know what I'm talking about Adama Traore. Barcelona history, I've always said this year. So minimum why we have always concentrated on Omo method. Fine. It is the span of the team Barcelona. But the reality is that at any point in time, they've always had a white man. Like the Gili type, like the Neymar type, like the Pedro type. The records are there. But then Barcelona no more Boba because of Osman Dembele and then we're proud that we're proud. Omunya a winger that will give them that weight. And then Adama Traore is back. And so Bobo now Omomo that weight. And today that's first game no muso boy. Basavo first game no boy no. One strasa oye na yes radi. Unse wo say no omo dress Adama before so be starting game. Omo stra no oye. Na why slippery like ni water untimi so ni mo. This is what he prefers. But the first game no boy no. We have for oye we answer no. At Basa the first game no boy no. And he was so devastated. Or the boy na no be antimi so ni mo. And Barcelona is a club aside Omo Method. In 2006, Omoji Champions League, Ludovic Gili gave them a lot of options as a wide man on the right wing. In 2009, 2011, Omoji Champions League, they won with Pedro, wide man, a winger, purposeful winger. The last time they won the Champions League was in 2015. Neymar gave them a wide option on the left wing. So once I believe the spine of Barcelona team Method, they've also relied on some of the best wingers the world has ever seen in Julie, Pedro, Neymar. And they Omakofa Adama Traore and our branch friends Aubameyang Edomaba. Edema, these two players, I know say they will have a win in the derby against Espanyol. So I'll go for a 2-1 or 3-1 victory for Barcelona team.
May I say Kofi Ricky, 8:59 still on the weekend's edition of Today's Sports. Don't hear about any share yaba na fe yabe hwe de Ghana so to dwa ho. Na wotwe nkomo nyina no na dodo na no efa coacha ya point no na fe wahwe ache dia man against Nigeria playoff no manim se beba abe ho adwuma but ene o se ya adwuma kakra so e last round of matches to dwa no enwanura yenya bro derby se Bekum Chelsea any Bechem United eche points no obi a share bako ewo Golden City Park. Nyame admo ene ewia no miensa kotoko host to Accra Lions ewo Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Referee George Mawuli Vamawo ene beye center referee china matches no ebeto aso yebenya Ashanti Gold ene bebia ni Gold Stars ewo Boase Linkley Sports Stadium. Salam yawo bless ena ekohwe match ne so as center referee. Echina krona mu no Mediama ebo ewo Takwa Akum Park against Dreams FC. Wiseman Ganza nebeye center referee. Ame enka wo say Great Olympics and Mina Sharks and area first round no ewo Accra Sports Stadium. Na de tene say Eric Osuprempe ebeye center referee.
Binu ka say Renault 2 cars. Ese omo de kota say dwumedie na chi. Say 2 cars no. The best boxer ye league na ye diamano. And then the best boxing gym. We say tamana omo top 4 no. The best team and the best player na mo and I think PLB crowns also best team of the year crane almost mo ka kotoko enya if you remember any other day so omo de not for the 2 cars ko kan. The man is site me a mass group omo na Max TV any mass groups no omo dia almost invest $1.7 million into this Ghana Boxing League. What it is going to do, and he said it will take more potential to become boxers, no more street, no more out of the street, and give them something to live with. And I'm so excited about it. Me bumper say a bit me I successful now. Enko we to say the Mountain Boxing League no. Understand say the whole competition will take off on the 19th of this month. Intermediate I made D actually na me nya kwanya bia so a me bo hu de Europa. Over Pastor Mamia, just a minute. Me didn't know AI escape me, but
Ope Pastor dear any Eric Mafo. Or somewhat Tana so Gethsemane Methodist Church. Where drive our hapa and then I would inti Eric Mafo. Happy birthday on also oye phobia nkase pa
pastor ya ba for ready waka some for blasters management committee coach wa
Reverend Dr. Lawrence Tete.
Okay.
Reverend Kofi, you are trying to predict me. You are trying to predict me.
Papa birthday.
Mbacho, enye Papa birthday. Or say appointing Otuado and Chris Hilton is a total waste.
Okay, one day from physical point of view, not
spiritual. He's
okay.
Talking sports.
Okay,
oh, I the Papa so only can say
no, what's understand? Okay, Nigeria pastor ya was so come
Papa and Papa call GTB.
Okay.
Good morning Ghana program.
Yeah,
Breakfast show program so. And now Onya Akonya to also put his voice into the raging controversy as far as the Black Stars technical team concerned, government and FA and and Papa Fo say the FA by themselves erred when they even accepted, said they will appoint Christian as the technical advisor. Of course, there's an error in that because it means that they kowtowed or bowed to the pressures from government. Who said we Kirimuna, 3 eminent FA former FA president, any opportunity say almost domanu to in some year obi a any view there Christian Antechi said kononko anka all appointed Milo Krampona anka yakodu baby akodi because he will look for a young man but he thinks yemo Otuado na yenta Otuado achi because call on the media and the Ghanaian populace no say the man Otuado we are yenta na chi na Otu entimin deliver information. Dr. Nyahonya Otamakrosi he's scared. It's a disaster in waiting that this appointment may lead to Ghana young qualify for the World Cup. Now, Dr. Lawrence Tete or say, Senior, yet decided F and decided say, I'm appointed Chris Hilton. Then they appoint Otuado. Was it's a total waste? Complete waste. Now, he just don't leave it there. He moves to say, an error on the part of the FA, no. Say government wanted to put somebody on you, then you cut out. Once a cut out, you cut out to it. You cramp under pressure. And send your beya. I say, and your man besha hono. And your creative, you make a certain creature in the name of a technical advisor and the good man of God. FO say this it's not right. It's an opinion I share with him. Me decided I'll carry the story this morning. It's an opinion because before say Christian thing no, a Bible because people wanted to satisfy. Oh say I think multimedia for conductive pool be. It was 82% against for Christian against Otuado. That was how the public
82 Otuado the near saying.
Oh, say to the only that can remove Otuado. Go far. Of a Jaffa Abe mask a year. Of us so hard you can crowd. 82%. So the FA by themselves knows say the government and the public were for Otuado. But then you had the number appointed. Sorry, were for Christian. But then you had the number appointed Christian. So then, and you make a certain creature be near for Christian quarter baby. Na say you are not your appointee any panel. And Dr. Lawrence thinks this should not be. And that's a sign or you know. Some person appoint to other appoint him. Was that movie was say, why do you appoint 4 people for one job? If Otuado appoint him, allow him to put his team together and then give him a task to perform. Say we qualify for the World Cup. Of no make catch me say this 2-legged encounter, Kofi, it is the most expensive football match Ghana is ever engaging in. Ever since Ghana decided say you're part of football, say about football, say about the competition, you know. This is the most expensive. You need football match be about $12 million at a go. You need me who be obi mwami either at club level or at the national team level. Obi mwami.
I want somebody to help me. This is the most expensive football match Ghana is ever. You say, yeah, we shouldn't joke with this match. We should not. Ghana, edu baby, ya kwaje bosembi okwa lose $12 million. No, the whole country, as a state, as a nation, we go to IMF, we go to other places for loans. Ebi ho conditions a town, he say no, den on betu your box site ako.
Ni was scanner no o start run and when he was because o me game na Ghana e ball na eba from no no
you see.
Then the more access can when he was
from there. Who say what blood no. But me, I'm looking at this just two match. I didn't bet me the Ghana World Cup no. You qualify for World Cup. You call group stages. You am here. Pam you be fee krana. Your $500,000 here benya. Enya no na make. I'm saying that it is the most expensive football match Ghana is ever engaging in, and that is why the powers that be, whether the FA or the government, they should get it right. We cannot. I don't care about the policies people will play with, and maybe I see. I don't care, but the state or the country Ghana is trying to raise in or rake in $12 million once you beat Nigeria or once you find a way to get past Nigeria. No. This is what we should be talking about, because you see, say decided to invest $12 million in it very well. Kofi, you and I know what $12 million can do to our football. And to offer self football, no crack from now walk. And China we brekum Golden City Park. I watched the game yesterday. $12 million will help change this pitch. $12 million can help. Say a bit me, I a pram year now. Yet me, I'm academy now. I say, oh, pram. I say, raising the unearthing talent. You know, $12 million. And then you say, Sebastian, who put a pool of coaches together. You need coaches. Years back, you know. Now you can talk of coaches. Emergency by now. You once upon a time, we or some dodini Ben Kofi no money Adesina no was a now. Right? Omo take down kitwa Kuchafrane no mo ho, Utiakente no mo ho, Samadi no mo ho. There were pool of coaches. Wait me, you can easily dip in and pick one and say, "Kobo match where we area near pay." You set up facility, and then you say we are struggling to even pick a coach to play this match. And in terms of coaches, Krano, you not time develop one. This $12 million can help you also develop them. Now young ones na no. What me abo omako ye courses na I don't know much share more. Na that chet me abo mine. So we cannot afford to. It is not just playing Nigeria, but it's what it comes with. Wafa, House of Folk, out to you. Born betting me abuamia. Out to you. Zakito wahed here. Omwami, if this Twitter handle says if this Twitter handle is for all to you, if it is for all to you, if it is for all to you, offer the game is becoming interesting. This is what all to you has tweeted. Phobians, GPL champions. Hello, Tamale phobia fans.
Actually, didn't put this. Has rather, I'm going to do Tamale no. They tweeted, "Hello, Tamale phobia fans. What is your last memory has visit to Tamale? Tamale. And has one about tweet you. I'm supporters of more Tamale. And I actually got to tweet say. The Omokai or more last visit at Tamale is a picture that that's one. Ombaje. And there's something coming with phobia. Oh, I'm sorry, I say attitude to tea. Is this the industry? I mean, I watch any about the genesis of first. Maybe a free bar.
There still remains RT for tweets. The other one.
This is what me I want to talk about this.
You can't say something, but what I say.
If you have been a bedroom,
RT no retweeted.
Yes. Twitter first year has.
So I say, and they the same thing. I say, has moment and a some
could be an our reaction to be a video because a RT for and Twitter here.
I was reading anytime and I was in phobians dash GPL champion send any House of Folk so I was reading it and I'll be muno. So that is what they do. Hello, what is your last memory of House visit to Tamale? And now out to you. Tell me, say, is that an out? Because House of Folk were talking to their supporters. For all that I care. But message now, wow, can you know? House of Folk were talking to their supporters. I'm sure they want to invite them. Say, Mom, I'm out to you more. Out to you, know. While my House supporters now responding to the question now. House supporters, Twitter page, you know, every supporters know. Out to you decided, say they will respond. And they won't respond with any other thing than when Kotoko beat House of Folk 3-0 in Tamale. Thank you. The Sadiq Adam magic. And then I Kotoko ball Africa twice. That game alone. One game.
I know my kai has for.
I know baby.
Why you do? How bad do?
I feel now born again. I do what you have to me go for me go for. Oh, yeah, we have program now. Join me on Facebook and I come on TV. Watch. This is how out to you, to me, are coming on at House of Folk. Sometimes I get to tell them say ndie say has po so mo mpo o mo di fufo da sema o mo no puri nyina akra gu o mo yemu a o mo ye dan a o mo di insapa be kofie o mo peta o mo da so so mo wasa de ka dan so mutimi kofi
enka ye keke no
kofi pa
enka ye keke say yanzu ne yati ade kai pa ni we picture we
the last time House of Folk kofi it's a fact the last time House of Folk went to the north. They see you. They see that TV history. Media. So Sadiq Adams. So many Sadiq. Me say it is a match that a Makotoko ball Africa twice, free of charge. FOC. Kofi Meboa. That's it. He has out to for match or move on a grow. And yes, something that a grow. Offer. Oh, so okay.
As I get to last time on Baham has sham. And I paid him on bar. I away.
Yeah, that was set. Satim now. As art to do boy like Nanubia or Munya, how many points now? Yes, I didn't know you for.
The house is out. Don't to me for fast last week. What talk
is in your country.
I said the Clementino. I said I did out to you for you. We to me that Obia money to me babo. One more last memory a day. The bitterest rival. 3-1 victory munya. Yeah. And I'm going for protocol there and the other. Meanwhile, money mu game na. I want some home memory ba.
So, I feel like if you want your picture no. Out to you, Nico House or match. The last time House of Folk went to Tamale to play out to you. I think out to you, House of Folk came tops over out to you.
No, us out to 4-0 in Tamale.
So, that's the call.
We're about for my main phone officially. Helsingborg, Sweden. A man also Kotoko Joseph Amaku Kiesa.
Okay.
Man also born again and
that's right. Good luck to him.
Yes.
Good luck to him.
Good.
Boys in baby nam kwaso ko.
From Kotoana League.
From Kotoko.
Sir.
Baby nam kwaso ko.
Okay.
The season crowd and
no, but no, Sebrebema, I'll take time and address it today. I also can be big craft because also supporters here. It's part of the project over there. A project na Kotoko in two fools over almost sign a lot of young players. Now the idea and say you bet me groom some of them. I will bet me at Kotoko na se no maboko masa Sante Kotoko. But there are some players being so hwa omba be cash cow at their club no. So it's in two fools. What as you? And you know omba sign a lot of young talented players on Mudoso. And you munyina ne bobo kumasa Sante Kotoko. Not all of them. And yes, our young players in Division 2, Division 1. Division 2, Division 1, a lot of young talented players. But a bit of red team in him, you get it. But I know when you are red team in him. A bit
ba for one some no RT for one some men kai ba for say
tweet no
almost it born again found to subio
RT for the born again
almost question now ask from Busa almost say one of the last what is your last memory of Haas against RTU?
Okay, generalizing.
Busa say what is your last memory of Haas visit to Tamale? It's almost last memory.
Okay.
Last memory. Come on, it's a picture. It's your mother. Wow. It's your memory. I'm a kaipa.
Sakaha's a Kazi and out to the comment.
But almost say,
Obi the friend will catch you.
So we do our man.
I was almost
the free chrono papa.
I mean, can't tell what for say. Twitch will catch me. So no kind.
Now, house of us, can you
can't say. Question no, I'm carry was last memory.
Yes, no dear. No kaipa. So, more out to Romo Chromo Bina Kotokoche. As a folk 3-1.
Almost said you almost
Kaiwo.
Almost shabby. Almost kai match.
Baba was not. Never born me. I don't know.
Hey. Ochina pa BBC mi kwan ma hwe match bi abashibio. We didn't even see it in America, but it's going to be an interesting game. House for Nakwakudu. Also, Omo Nanti Kakranam for my Nakomo tries Ombeko by air, but the cost involved no. Now, I know the interim decided Ombeko by road. I understand that by 12 p.m. exact, Sule Muntari was also touched down and joined the team.
There's a good to kind of our flight. No,
Sule will be going by air.
Oh, sir. You know, one thing about if you say, Israel Chantroazi. And our sources in
because also higher number say house of folks supporters maybe
no. Before I did this story about 3 days ago.
Okay,
but I thought it was nothing. I said that there's nothing in it. Me why it should be anything.
But I could your story and say like so they
are carrying the story. But I'm saying that I mean because and you're the first timer. Players sometimes travel with the team. Sometimes team no corner about for one reason or the other. And I'm gonna say by for my information this morning, not long ago, in fact in Czech, just said do better 10 minutes.
Okay.
So we touch down by 12 p.m. exact. I'm say there's no an early morning flight. Call Tamale. I'm say I come to Tamale about 1 hour 45 minutes or so. To 2 hours, if I'm right. And by 10 a.m. he leaves Accra. By 12 he's there. Omo okay. They are relaxing and everything is going fine. Yes, Nafi said, and then they take it from there any other day. And I don't know, but Obeko and me, I'm wondering. Yemfase has a folk airco and Yinasia and Omo Kotakwa and Omo Kosekendia. I think Takrado with me the flight tackle, but those places no. Even when they are coming to Kumasi, even when they are going to some, it get to a point he will have to travel with the team. Something that so it will get to a point. It will get to a point. Maybe your hot team they playing Kohobeden. You will travel with them. So that is it. Indeed, how it goes in the day. I think they should be interested in the Obekwa team on the field of play. Anyhow, he a bond no ebeba more and adding. So when we say Kotoko, ebe me see some interesting players be for this game. And only Accra Lions for no penny in the casa na as money break Accra. But they are coming to the Lions then, or if you like the Porcupines then. You don't come here and brag. Who say teams are about how my success? Oh, Massa.
But one cousin be something like bragging. What was no Stevens no show more so far. How next season no ACTM nothing.
Oh, Ojanum.
Nothing brag.
And now send your hand one wakasa.
So I make us say had the idea.
If you put in some cano, had your car any other places in Ghana. They are making it look like I say it's a team that can come and disturb Kotoko. But me who is because the way Kotoko started, they cannot end it bad. If you start it well, you end it well. Say Kotoko, knowing very well someone has a folk. Next weekend, all this important encounter. No mama cry lions, Ababe Shomo Hako. Any possible? Any possible? They will go the same way they came. Irrespective of Kotoko will be losing or missing some key players, very important players, because I understand them with Asiru ne home fano until they are now Amobi. Of course, Imoro is suspended.
Suspended. Two goalkeepers near Dalad Ibrahim and Kwame Ba.
Yeah,
defenders no MIA Christopher Neti, Augustine Japan, Patrick Asamoah, Charles Usu, Abdul Ganiyu, Mubarak Yusuf, and Amasol Ajimai. Midfielders near Richard Boadu Agadas, Richmond Lamti, Justice Blee, Fabio Gama, Sheriff Mohammed, Dixon Afakwa, and our strikers my Frank Etoga Mbela, Stephen Amankona, Safu Taylor, Samuel Boateng, and Evans Adumako de Go Monga.
Yeah, even though Isaac Opon I recovered there, but I'm saying on Shadanya full fitness until also and me are part of the team. But this is a good squad to get a good results. And Prosperity Ashu say he has to find way of thinking with his squad and still get results. Gamma returns, and that is also good for the team. Uteni kache oh. Uteni kache. So in the squad now good. Even though Kotoko will be missing these guys, still they have a good squad. I'm making the results.
Okay.
For me, it's going to be a very good weekend.
Zach, Tino, the new Diamniadio Olympic Stadium. Senegal for AC and the Kenya
to Sadumena.
There'll be like new stadium at Senegal for AC.
AC,
yes, 338 million euros. It's on your screen. With the stadium at Senegal AC. And
then no more in Swabishapa, no massage,
and Omubia no 22nd February. So it means that likely Rombo is we about Omane Egypt no World Cup qualifier.
Wow.
If I know Diamniadio Olympic Stadium.
Diamniadio Olympic Stadium.
OF 238 million euros. And see me share the last time I Ghana stadium Kumasi in the cost only 33.5 million pounds dollars. 33 Cape Coast there no 33 33 million. I'm not sure about 200 What's the difference? No, wait, 33 238. Into 38 in Guampondo. Yee, Crowa 50,000 capacity. Into Senegal, my idea say,
Master rating as the best in Africa. A Benham Score Cairo International Sports Stadium, Egypt.
Stadiums and then pray.
The quality of it in BBR. A benemo account for South Africa, that FMB, ne Kaiser
Empower to my 22nd of this month, and number pound to my.
We are not going to for their Tosadio money.
Yeah, I don't know. And then in Krum, okay. I'm always there or Modation for everything that he has. Instead of FSA Bombaso. Latino weekend in Ghana Premier League in a bed. Now, come tomorrow. You see, I wish I was in Tamale. Like I said, what Tamale? Let me show my channel. So I said, come what Tamale?
When your flight, I
want to enjoy the atmosphere at the famous Aliu Mama Sports Stadium. It will be a very good atmosphere. Yeah, we are trying to make this one famous. So, yeah, tell us about also a famous Aliu Mama Sports Stadium. It's a one game you can't afford to miss. You just can't afford to miss. Now recent times on as ever share to be out Tamalia time and two teams now are to extra no. So that two teams now.
Legends never say every team in share. And Opimswa promises of $1 million. I am Yapa say escape me. And it was an interesting visit. No, it was just an interesting visit. And what charge almost say they yet to be established Kotoka Academy no say management in set it up we are on try so on be get it closer no party on knowledge on know how no into boys now on bet it no and I can also break this news to you say the next Kotoko board there will be a legend on it.
Okay, Mati, bravo.
That's it. Ali was possible how bad the papa now. You see, say RTU are in need of points. Preparation towards match and any different coffee. You see, Tamale one venue. All the followers who are digging up the one venue. There's no venue interesting. No, the matter said the matter. There's nothing in the matter. There's nothing in Brokum. Open one venue. Everything about football, you get it. Passion, intimidation, and yeah, professional one. Yes, yeah. Just say, be my football. There. Intimidation is
Intimidation is intimidation.
Say, for example, Amford. Don't intimidate you, but I don't need a day. I don't know what tamale. The noise 90 minutes. It's watching. I say has a prepared for that this RTU team. The sad news is that yes, without David Abangna Sandam, the best player in the Ghana Premier League so far, even though Upra. Well, the man who said Abangna born and all born this, nobody come closer to Abangna here. Almost 8 matches. But still, be no with me as more goals as Abangna in the Ghana Premier League as even as a mafioda. And imagine saying Abangna and Kobala still in the Ghana Premier League on prayer. You know where baby Anka Abangna at the attitude of Kwakodru. So today, I would that Abangna, but the good news is that Sarat fits. Now, not only fully fit in the game against Kimfesa, so he came in in that game against Kimfesa. Oh, Kumasia. Now, Sarat is fully fit to start that game against Hasifo come tomorrow or the Ali Mama Sports Stadium.
I make sure say you first round of matches no nyame admo no na fiti ase and never because na echena. Okay. Muko oboase nyame admo echena. Oboase so dey wa ofie preparation to say.
Oh, so far I think we started we are almost year 2 3 baby. I think they are prepared very well. You know it's going to be a difficult game. They are going to play against good side, but I think with the win against Diana and then inclusion of the new guys, maybe we the extra motivation there. But you call out. We are going to do our best to get good results from what.
Coach, now second round players are mudi bifu up. I'm say experience no me pa. I'm buying so no. Omuni omo order than to say.
Oh, so far they also mobile last week. I think I'm present. Jelly fan with the new ones. I think so far no. You're happy, sir. You're such a player. So I'm doing team. So far no. I believe and then I have sure that. With the conclusion, especially our results will be better this time.
Chisa na ohwe animu say echna game no be kwa na we first round no say na second round no so no wani so de hu say.
So far yeah play initial first round tomorrow is the last game against Obuasi. Better say bend me good note, benya good results. I mean near to the other I think I don't motivate here for the second round no.
Coach, Bijiri say baby any obia eto nka ene anapai minim de ode beja omo.
Oh, I think the supporters now have been very fantastic. I mean, my supporters team very well. Omuna who body more and color support just to say I appreciate you and support me. I'm the last match me China against Asgood for the first round. I'm supporting them their mind. I believe that they will come in the numbers to cheer the team up for China. Tactically, we will do our best. We will be very disciplined on the field of play, you make sure that you bring good results behind the first round. You know, you better match normal support. I believe on the buying numbers, the support number. I mean, the good results. I mean, you need in the first round, in good notes.
Coach Michael Sayanope, you better say on the weekend's edition of today's sports. Nami Shroud. Obia Josopa, Obia Josnami in Shroud. Zach.
Zero. Eti. Ochina de. Tamale be de papa. Ba onim. No ke ba ko se umpa so ne se. Kotokwane house. We fa kotokwane house a. Timo ya de tamale pa so ya house folk. Because we are making professional analysis and they based on the AC. If you pick Haas, now pick you Kotokwa. Say all bomba games against RTL Tamale. Haas, idea or Tamale same Kotoko. And then you can't take it away from them. Tamale dream pa. But RTL say yes, we are RTL. It seems like that. We never pay water Tamalia. Because you have to be in Tamale once. I saw Kotama question about Tamale. Yes, so if you have to try and be in Tamale and watch RTU 10 and your break against Kotokwana Hasa, you love the atmosphere in Tamale. Now from another, Tino, me shut him our training ground. Supporters, air donations, supporters, and your brace baby RTU Edano. They need these points because we are Okakra. Second and Adobe, you have the money, sir. They start once again from the one. They need this resource because they are still done, and among the year, and the boys in another training ground could be supporters in the buyer, no, or most supporters in the boss say, come tomorrow, as for 4 supporters, no more after training, no more church supporters, no, Biane or Bianca as Montunium. Obia kada kuma ntuni yem ochina Tamale Sports Stadium be bia be fine na wuzugu ase na wuzugu tini bi hasofo saka na ntokwa bado saka na wuzugu adwa so omo na panya solo biane has tintiba panya solo biane tinti has panya solo biane tisentiba tisentiba panya solo biane tisenti has so panya solo so panya solo se munya botere panya solo biane tisentiba so ntina mo pomu nya acho obi anya botere na otere de has better form and you enjoy the game okay. And I think say RTU will win this game. I didn't party relegation boy as 2-1 I want Tamale relegation you free 2-1 oh match for now match for you must have buy near Saba yeah na yeah 2 points relegation match for ya chef 3 and you know there you must have Has RTU will win that game at Tamale Sports Stadium. Sorry, Ali Muhammad Sports Stadium. And then Yakuba Bayara Sports Stadium. You see that game? Interesting. I never got to choir on my FA. For example, okay, Has last game against the lad. So far, they'll be on charge. You'll be on charge, you know.
Who's one permit is what can once move here?
Oh, see again the discussion was it.
Listen, John.
Like it to
discussion.
One better. One qualify you.
There be the land better.
Okay,
Mateo. One thing I got to quiet on my knee pan here say they don't miss or be any team or misses our player now. Now you has against Olympics, you the has Moford without Salim. Mr. Salim or 3 games after on a big game the bomb or Moford. No, I suspended you how the has team Moford all week. Without that Salim boy. But this season, continuously and consistently, every match day, Biano, MSC key player, but I'm fixing a sample cry. And then the Muda is not around. But the good news is that, you see, the upgrade, how could a quiet team no? So, Muda ain't no. There's a certain justice play. Who made them see in the last bad 3 seasons, who made for a bureaucrat better than justice play? The last 3 seasons, I don't know, or Boloka League and Cool Blasters coffee. I don't know, I don't know. I said, we are retirata. So, recently, what done local League Blasters? we are special. I don't know. Until local league in recent times, he's the only midfielder what ball local league go run blasters. And he said, "Oh, Nimuda, now what does his player? I upgrade with BNC. With BNC. So I say again, Ubenya Agada since I returned from suspension, Sharif performance in team they be or started from the bench. It is a equally good replacement for Muda on any day. It's Baba Arasmane. The game no, ma'am, we are supporter of Kotoko. I'm trying to say a very easy game for you. Make a handra. Open one team on Super Bowl left a league Accra Lions, but experience anyhow more. What my against House for Cape Kusa. You must know how their team is. Now you are Kodoma, but for dubious penalty commission, the answer is 1-0 Odoma. And you know. Yes, they won only one away game against Lagos Cities. But say omu frustrated because of how they play. Ball never pass. Others but Babera Sports Stadium without them fege. Good news is that Amankona is back. So when they be Adam Mikala Kotoko team no. In fege Amankona is back. Fabio Gama is back. So day in day out, Obi free no an equal replacement. Eroko vibe team no more. A bad kakra, but I think the Kotoko have enough quality. 2-0 Baba Sports today.
Me da say Zaki Tokovi Ricky.
Well, Tino, Yansha seem free in say, Bon, made the picture of Richard Atane Ayi, Menkasem Kakran for these two goalkeepers across the folk home. Now, meaning why people will try to create problems between these two friends, our brothers in the team, our more try to be a healthy competition for across the folk. Clementino is just fine. It's just fine, sir. Club will be two goalkeepers are more reliable in the sight of the club. Sir, ubi a dene bedem biano beti me club no good performance. Richmond, you know, Edru baby na obenchi Richard Atau. And ata perform ya improve ya na Richmond you know call back. And ata beji post on the fire. And ata so keep ya no so timi nya blasters call up. Aqua African Cup of Nations aye aba. And now obaye no. The very moment Richmond you one mistake. Hey, Richard Atau. And a coach, player or blasters, and a player away, and a. But these two players, I know them. They are good brothers, they are good friends, and Omunina performance for House of Folk at any point in time. I was ropa. Meaning why they want to create problems between these two players, and I said these two goalkeepers. Clementino Resida, and I see at some point in time, Kotokunya. Razak, right? Enya Felisanan. Dan Lad. Into do baby no some Dan Lad. There was one other goalkeeper no can Oko top teams now. Manchester United one jump performing goalkeeper. A boy Dean Henderson. I no more DVD here. A do baby na Buffon at the bench. Na session in a Dadma Juventus. Isida. It is just fine, sir. House of Folk, I want two goalkeepers are reliable for the club. And the problem of House of Folk, yes, I two goalkeepers, in my opinion. And shift of attention in free. Now, for many MSC other department, a bit me 45 night me House of Folk going forward. Masha out to you, see. House of Folk were Jumaye. Because me there LTE team and I've only been close to them. I brought my boy against Kumasi Asante Kotoko Baba Aranam Kohe game in 90 minutes. When you pick Kumasi Asante Kotoko, I've always said this year, said the strength of Kotoko is your method. The spine where they are so much saturated with stars is your Kotoko method. They are so much blessed with quality is your Kotoko method. But it was one game, your friend boy be Sadat, and David Abangna, buy dominate Kotoko method or Baba Sports Stadium. Ideally, a method that could dominate Kumasi Asante Kotoko method equally can dominate any other team's method. Clementino Yatiasi. Because Kotoko method is the best in our league, in our game. Kotoko method is the best. And it's a team beat me back and dominate Kotoko or Baba. On any good day, that team can equally dominate any other team's method. And we are talking about House of Folk. And no more method, no, and you're consistent. And your House of Folk method no DV last season. Last season, what got when it's a crana? We didn't say there Salif Ibrahim, Benjamin Futu, and Emmanuel Neti. 3 constant methods. The consistency in their play no was something you have to applaud it. This time round, and Frederick and Sambochi, Adia Chibi Obobo Salim. Na bakunu ushabu enti House of Folk lack consistency in method enti Sadat mo bobo sa abo no mo bone dia enya mo asa ombetimi control method against House of Folk so sa abo no boys ne bone se no anu bebo dia I wouldn't be surprised if they control the game against a House of Folk. But see, Samuel Bodu, this is the point. I was so to me, I was watching Ribi. And he can do it. And that is why I mean opportunity I catch and say he should focus on the team and leave other irrelevant issues beyond Jangunechi. In my opinion, I still believe he can do it. Me dear, my trust in him and call from sir. But say a bus ordinary could do normal say support a beer can be bina and then I want to have a just focus on the team and see how best you can uplift the team. Ma Shadio, Clementino Radio. Sule, the Metian and say, if you bet me a greater amount of minutes than the first game no boy no. Send the first game no boy no, but maximum 15 minutes.
I'm 17, but when you add that time into
maximum. The Metian and say, bet me a greater amount of minutes than the first game no. Depending on the dynamics of the game, say. About the game, no corner say House of Folk control the ebio nya sa minutes no. But say muya dinner, muya dinner say House of Folk for Moboa. Likely he will be introduced earlier than first game no boy against Olympics. Near 10 and say House of Folk team down. Last time they lost to Olympics, mature the problem. The problem of the team and say they do not have workers in method. Method there's some bet me when a boss at the House of Folk. No more breaking opponent and attack. They are from said destroyers and the club today. Omuni sa player ni bi. Sa players they are liking enyo shabu. It mean how Samuel Bodu will try to fix Sahono and clearly ebesi ne bibia ka kire say House of Folk they've not been able to replace Benjamin Futu. It has been a problem and it seems they didn't plan for the departure of Benjamin Futu say a Futu kwa. Player better Babe Shem Dama Class of Folk. So they have tried a lot of players in that particular position and is the reason why today the club is conceding a lot of goals. In the House of Folk game it seems they have already considered 1 goal. Now, so Opeke out to team now, they are very quick with their transition. Very, very quick. They are so direct. So more attack here. Purposeful transition. Very direct. And to game no mukako bono. Somebody would have to find somebody who bet me breaking that quick transition of ARTU. So bet me aside. I've always believed they create some decent chances with Obin Junior with a free ban here. Glass and Awako. In terms of creativity, I'm not sure they will like it. But the problem no how I'm betting a strength on my method no. Now RTU for and dominate. Honestly speaking, game we say ending the draw and Shadanyamo be baby.
Okay.
And in a draw from Baby Amity and Shadanyamo be baby. I Kotoko went 3-1 or 3-0 against Accra Lions for no. In Pesame baby, I think they have enough quality and at Baba Sports Stadium. Last time I made try against BB so said the penalties Kotoko are getting. Me sure more baby, I say they will get a lot of penalties. o de so mo bobo na o pass ya no mo wura 18 abos wa ahwe mo nyambo a ene wo abehwe kotoko game bia count the number of times they will penetrate opponent in 18 abos enya hwe oba ai bra enya hwe ene say has to focus on bia mekan bia enya hwe meti adwuma na me ye no meti asenti ana I don't get ha me kra kotoko pass a ball na no mo wura 18 abos nim nene the more mo ye so difficult to stop and say there's one method that nene bring go 10 in fake and omom go anymore no Richmond lamti o de kotoko ko attack bia na lamti part of the team o de 18 abos at any point in time we ho it's either he's in the 18 abos or he's just at the outskirts of the 18 abos no so ni inside that e tire ope ana lamti gina ope guashe and when they start the attack they always use either the left or the right. So move free right and there, but the left winger becomes a forward into Bera 18 boss. Lante will join up. They always have men in the 18 boss. And teams are no penetrating 18 boss more. No. There's that probability say you always touch them and they always get penalties. So it's just fine. I still believe that Kotoko a huge favorite against Accra Lions. Mema Kotoko 3-1 in that particular game. Tino maminya na miura blasters na me fancy but mutim no so mo show as good for show as good boy against
Bebiano
go stars o mo show no ma mete from as good no game we also mo show as good mo say it's as good supporters and they are calm o mo hwe o say we the last round of matches elimination so me sra mo say on say Kotoko enkulu
of course.
What's it? There be yes bra. One shot Kotoko. Now you've won against the best team in the league. And so you have a lot of twaso. Team Mesre Sharks. Clementino, hey. Okay, sama me catch no at the time I more at the official announcement by about the technical team of Ghana Blasters. Okay, sama me catch Otino. Me catch us a political appointment. And I'm a Tommy Bossy Chirumu. Why? Na a political appointment. What is a meba? Na unim issue to Guhona. Na miyemu seme. GFA decided to be so quick, so fast, so swift. Say Yamfa Chris Hilton and Mesha technical team. Just to satisfy the two parties involved. Mekanwa say a Chris Hilton technical advisor because government in the Ministry of Youth and Sports I was say satisfy homo. So let's create a space near for Chris Hilton and mama meshaho. But and then no and a government of Ghana as through the Ministry of Youth and Sports omope what they are looking for and per the directive to the Ghana Football Association. I bet me discuss whether it's right or wrong. But information I'm demand and they say it is a directive say Chris Hilton is somebody they want to work with. They are the paymasters. They have negotiated with him. They are done with Chris Hilton. Why technical advisor? So it is a political appointment and the FF wanted to buy just to certify so okay so Chris Hilton Chris Hilton no so the na technical team no yeah technical advisor send a bank government and any ministry no e be come akoma to me be Clementino keto kraku ni ha uteni ye Mr. Ket oni ha oba there will be a meeting between Onono Mr. Keto Okraku. Then the Minister of Sports Minister no Mustafa Obaya. Now discussion in BS already they have communicated to Ghanaians via GFF no official site nyina. So Tuado is the head coach of Ghana Blasters 4. sa two-leg affair na Nigeria bebo no. But it will be firmly communicated to Ketokeku say the very moment they are done without two-leg affair na Nigeria for bebo no, Chris Hilton should be the next head coach of Ghana Blasters. Atini pa. Eti minister, just to make sure say problems bebrebe emano. They've already communicated to Ghanaians in the Asa Fananyina. Say Otuado is the head coach for Ghana, Nigeria. But Seketo Kroku free check on the bar.
Okay.
There will be a meeting between these two. And they will firmly communicate to him. Say right after the playoff, no, Chris Hilton is speaking over as the head coach of Ghana Blasters. To me catch ha, then I buy no. Me say announcement ni bi ba. Na me tumbo asa na me hwa say ebi wa na yemo akakra. Ensem esisi nyina Clementino ka asem am catch say we nyina start o keme me de esisi nyina yemo won. Esi next minister be say ni nyina si wo ho. De afa ne plan nyina Otuado din e ba Cameroon. Minister epeso change coach no mo do mo coach ba Cameroon the nyina discussions over there.
I'm going
Enti Clementino say ya hweya na se ya mputu Chris Hilton Otuado issue to bed. Ananu did you obusa me say is there a difference between your Nigeria for situation? And I'm can say difference room. Difference a woman say Nigeria for they are not battling with who leads the team. That issue is sorted. Omo ya ntem ogwa vom the team ye tournament also arrange am say the bra be gene yembo game no. And no man starting on more quality for more players. Enti Ademola look mamu ebeba na omanya the core of the team kakra bi the befim na kakra bi aba abishim. So they have a team in place instead of first to raise a team, a competitive team enough to play against Air Nigeria. When my dear Nigeria for now start here, minimum the Ghana for so yeah. So muji sa you know mono 2000 we can qualify no World Cup qualify no and na so mu ye come for so mama Ghana and qualify for World Cup and Ghana for so dey chechire ere so ye a junior Google 2008 semi-final and so there's that rivalry. But hey Clementino say oman jaisa no mani nyina ntin medical akase mesra omo wo de for the interest of Ghana football Chris Hilton Otuado odam fanto nche me dem nim no ma ekoso but omo fa ni nyina anto nche for these two. Now the fear is that omo nya Chris Hilton a lot of players na Ghana for pe omo no they say Hoson Odoi they say Tariq Lamptey we say makana ha say government na attach Chris Hilton to these players omo cha down omo yes ade no but Chris Hilton shouldn't give up. Government shouldn't give up. Whether Chris Hilton or not, these are players we need them.
Okay.
They should go in for them and let's try to say a bit to me any more. Offer Mr. Mamiya Sadi na me some you are not just me no.
Na bas we na come fa cause can rock ba.
Ejabo Yakobo yetim na time ekuchi ye no. Or the party no Ejabo na boy right back. Ne papa eda from ye friend no Nana Kwame Achamfo into a part of the pet team Nana Kwame Achamfo ne papa no papa ne 60 years and ne papa ne da from
okay
and ye ne koso ewo old amakum and ne de ye de na atompeme awia donku ye omo tenase na omo etimi aye na ye nti aja we will try. Yeah, baba. Why? Yeah, baba have support too.
Live on Oyrepa 100.7. Me call Abbas ho na so far Jamai. No Argentina minim se Ghana waba. Minim so da so ha na so akodia. So for mento wonka. Ti so for Ajamai Argentina to Ghana. Be ye nti you so hwe show no. Abbas.
Ibi aboko. Voice na tar kakra. Yeah, you
so by nemu down na tamene mkotare sa.
I say go slow no better wako. Obekwa ba na go slow asi. The can say yakudru boko. Na nyame aduma ya match ne yechina 3 o'clock. Said ye enim tamare no. Sana archi yinso efiri ho. yɛnim hɔ ɛna arekyi firi hɔ nti ɛni ni kɔhyia wɔyɛ dwan hɔ wɔmu sɛ yi a wota menam but arekyi yɛtim a na ɔmo sakasaka park na yɛtumi kɔɔ 3-4 saa ne ɛde aba mekae 99 mekɔɔ bi ɛkɔhyɛ ɔmo 3 nail ɛwie no masa ɔmo buɛ ma saa ta na ne yɛ bande wa ne yɛ saa pa ne hye awɛtim na wɔkɔ bɔrega ne kɛsɛ kɛ bɔbɔ ne ɔtamale no a ne watwa mu kɔ bɔrega so na yɛ punishment no wana apa ne hye no ɛnyɛ awɛtim no enti saa ta ma so folk ɛkɔyi saa adwuma no nyinaa firi hɔ deɛ yɛka ne sɛ yɛka ebi nti ase but yɛ nipa su deɛ wobɛyɛ biara no obi bɛka ho asɛm sɛdeɛ menua ketewa kaa yɛi sɛ adwuma no wɔte adwuma no a wɔyɛ no ase enti deɛ wobɛka biara no ɛnga no because ɛyɛ saa ne teɛ ɛboa firi soro ba no ahyɛ wo ma meakyi kora ma mede ne nsa bɛkata ne ti wopɛ yɛ nyina dom mu ne ato boɔ ne ɛbɛna Clementino no wowagyae de boɔ ne wo nsa bɛkata me mani sɛ maboɔ ne mmɔme ɛnyɛ yie eti house of folk problem no sɛ na Ricky Ken saa neɛ nyina hu no ɔyɛkaa baabi nti ase hwɛ this year wɔsɛ kɔtɔkɔ nya panity pa deɛ ntino mu nya panity because ɔbɛprɛse nti wobɛnya panity yɛn this year MVP yɛpɛ yɛbɛɛ na anya bi lane Salim deɛ ɔmde maa ne kura na yɛ suspect yɛka no korɛ nyɛmfa nnɛ mwada na yɛ suspect wote aseɛ eti deɛ bɛsi yɛ ka ne sɛ
deɛ bɛyɛ nie yɛmɔ bɔmpa yɛ na mu yɛ kyerɛ nka mehu wohawa wowie kyerɛ no wie
yɛkɔ no sɛsei no yɛnyina nkra mu ntete nkra ba ha sɛsɛsi baabi agyina no ɛwɔ sɛ yɛgyina nkra nim tete nkra ne because baabi agyina no arekyi ma kyerɛ kie kɔyi ɛna nka Patrick Azak ka ho aka ne home ground
wobɛtumi akɔnvɛsɛ me how na of late Patrick Razak ɛna ansa bɔtwe wobɔ mu din reason ne dɛn
team no deɛ nti a mepɛ sɛ me convince wo ne sɛ bɔɔl no a yɛbɔ no ɛnyɛ nkɔmhyɛ ɛyɛ ani yadeɛ wo sɛ Patrick Razak wanyɛ striker wɔyɛ winger wɔsɛ chance ɛntu moma no mmɔ winger o ɛti winger ɛsɛ chance a yɛma no mmɔbɔ striker kora sɛ chance a yɛma no mmɔ na afei adɛn hwɛ players ɔmo wɔ never compare Patrick Razak hwɛ players ɔmo wɔ busɛ Ghanaian referees yɛ Patrick Razak nti yɛabande wɔ mo
pɛ story a yɛkura no Patrick Razak sɛ based on deɛ wokekɛkɛ deɛ sɛ ɔka mo plans ho bi mu no
kyɛsɛ no ɔmo tena tɛ ɔno a ɔmo mfa ne ka tim no ɔno nso ɔmo ngyae no ɔsɛ ne bia mebɛfie a meka sɛ football no yɛdi akyire bɛ 33 years to 35 ɛnti sɛ woyɛ tim na wo sɛ 3 back no plan B wobɛbɔ saa yɛhyɛ boadu hyɛ a mene boadu wa ne nya mfa soɔ ne boadu ne nya mfa soɔ because mehase ahyɛ mo mahuna hyɛ mo 30 years asa na coach wo ba ɛnti sɛ hase wene a mene boadu wa ne enjoy boadu ne enjoy ɛnti yɛne yie ne enjoy a ɛyɛ bɔne na gye w'ani na ho ntɔw a ɛyɛ bɔne wode hwɛ yɛ bɔbɔ na no plan B yɛbɔfa mfimfini no a yɛbɔfa mfimfini saa
ɔbɛkyi wɔ mfimfini hɔ a
na bɔne ntimi mɔ biam ne yɛhu wei ne yɛka kyerɛ wo a na obiara rekɔɔdo na ɔde akɔma no na Moses ɔmate Moses na sɛ bɛɛ makora tu no fo ma ne tiɛ ɔno ne nyame ne kasa wo ɛti nipa baabi a woyɛ bia woyɛ futuo ɛti bɔɔl no a yɛkɔbɔ no kyena no sɛ sɛ asɔfo okokɔ a yɛkɔ sɛ wɔwɔ a wɔne tire sɛ nyɛ su na bɛwura timi mu a nka tim no ɛkɔ a yɛkɔ no wrong but yɛyɛ big club tim a former president mmienu ɛna awuram the late General Ankra the late Professor Miss na awura ne tim wɔ yɛ a na wowura ne ne wakye ɛti yei no mbiri yɛka a ebi nti ase hwɛ tim yɛda wo sɛsi yɛkɔare TV kaska yɛde bɛsi kurom akɔare TV no menka the last time a yɛlodu bus kɔtɔkɔkɔ hyɛ yɛn 3 no ɛne yɛde bus firi akɔɛ because as quality you bia you lodu bas friako 3 wine no ha Thomas Abet kutie ba ko no enti edom ade ye de dom ye no o ya de na hwe ne ye ade bia de dom ye me dina me tiwai me sorry ye man ko support academy club me say house of folk trophies win
amena so la no we nyina 0322 494 401 0322 494 771
eti de kan say de kan nyina ne say se buodu ene the technical team no eto dem wase na so ye team ni ye na team ni sha buodu wu CV enya media enya asidia enu obi adia wu adwuma na ekoso eti ye ka na obetia aya ebeboa no because the team ye da we say who striker no who bobo with that striker no what force so afi ye ban for striker na striker
hello
Yes, sir.
Good morning, boss.
Good morning, boss.
Team no enti say chia ye beka ebi ni ye nyadwene bi ni ye be yadwene say de me ni Ricky kai no ebi ni me bi say me ni Ricky sisi ase ball ni di akiri me ni team si asisi omu gina omu na so omu wingers ena ma team ni gina omu na so all over the world and the wiase nyina team omu gina omu na so nyina uko PSG Di Maria ni Mbappe uko Liverpool Man ni Salah omu ya strikers what you say e say na ball na duru na wo de digina one way digina wo di bodu et sama ye ka no ye kaso wonye ni ye no so ntoro sa resource ba o be to resource ma o nto masa ehufuo ba ehufu obi a oyehufuo bi a o ma me oni problem ehufuo ye mama me yakọ obi a oyehufuo bi a mama me yakọ yenko fa potu yenko wie nzu em se de mi nko asoso me ho mi be no so me mama be nya yakọ yakọ bi ani wo
entry games ne bara wi ya mande
na match ya adwene wo so yo ya adwene wo so ni ese ye ne ma yie nti stress house of folk support ni se bia ye you be so say dabi team ni ye eni nyina pe team ni di ye abodu di ye mismo di ye support bia di ye
jo me da se abas ye ko ne bantuma kokwase no ndu abo edi na chese division 2 ene na fiti ase ti Profcom FC ene Sampdoria FC ene ebo the same venue no ano awia na chese ebony enso be host to Park Academy na last match e the same field no Sporting Time ene SK Fresh FC enso etumi abonti Sampdoria mfa we ne mine Zach I'm sorry
Tino and there Richard Menu 1990 and na omoye ne mame
Richard Menu
yes 1990 yes fiduase asokore aha sokore
okay
anti ona anti ona eye no ekoso anti Richard Menu 1990 ne mame da fomenda and then eye ne basentino
na sorry ya me so me ko ohim ahemfie wa na chese ejasei Francis Oseiboate no ye mpaboa wo ne nkokwa dwesu ene na ye bomode na afi na ye na basonti kwa medwuma mo ne bad graft mo nyina no filomo bekam ho na aye kama govi
chairman osu don ko father see me ready we
father
ayi ne supporters na abas or see we are humbly asking our technical team and players to be extra careful, especially our players on 2 yellow cards and some key ones. This could have been an in-house matter, but we want the entire world to know that we are very much aware of what could be in store for us. Our eyes are wide open. And to our able supporters, the visual sick challenge is still on. Let's support it. We can't stop when Abbas and co are still working. And was here in Chabas and Famanity. Father, the answer they bred the supporters in no. Charles, University of Cape Coast, former UCC product. Charles, and Ryan birthday, or one of the brothers on Kofi page, you know. Charles, may we show happy belated birthday. He's a good brother. Been very, very, very close over the years. And Chase, wish you happy belated birthday.
Jo, me da say waka birthday dey na just say na Eric Mafo.
Dr. Kevin, kwesi na fi Germany, Ricardo Kofi Alaro Kaka, of course, Dr. Ampoami, these are brothers. Amon fa program ni India. Do be me say 1 minute, you know. Oba be bo replay no asanso eti.
DJ Rocky eba nemom nyame yadom a. Yes. Akobo no said the man no esi feel nyum we no ehu mese ba modern na baju take it Oko Don Sky Hotel Lunch and Bar. Awura dinyame. Okay no adwuma no. Ya. Oh. Mama Lewis na nyum we yese me hu.
Odo di se ana.
Ba me.
Kunim ne oya. Odo di se ana.
Ba me.
Yesu na me no. The one I'm about to din di show. Odo di se ana pe me.
100.7.
Sa magic. Sa na ba.